Hey, good morning, everyone. Brandon, the shaving realtor. A few weeks ago, I did my first shaving video, and I thanked a few people on there from people that I've actually learned a lot about this wet shaving. And I'm about 10 months into it, and already since the last video that I did a few weeks ago, I still have learned so much more. So I actually went in and I was watching Chris from TSC talk about, affordable shaving and, the fact that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a good shave. And I appreciate that. So again, Chris, thank you. You're putting these videos out. People are watching them. And I'm taking it to heart. So what I did was I actually looked into purchasing some more supplies, and I went down the inexpensive, more affordable way. And so what I did was I actually purchased a new shaving brush. Now this was the first brush that I got from the Art of Shaving, from the starter kit that my wife bought me in Christmas of 2015. This is the only brush that I've been using. It is a Badger brush. I don't know what the knot size is, but it was a good brush. And I didn't have anything to compare it to because it was the only brush that I had. After watching more of the videos and seeing what was out there, I actually purchased the RazoRock Plissoft Big Bruce synthetic brush. $11 I paid for this. I've actually used it twice since I purchased it, and I'm going to tell you something. I don't know what the cost of this brush is. It's a good brush, but there is no comparison to this Plissoft Big Bruce synthetic brush. There's no comparison. This by far lathers the soap and creams up much more than the Badger brush does. So I'm going to be using this today. And as you know, because of my sensitive skin, I have tried shaving without the pre-shave oil, and I do feel a difference. If I use the pre-shave oil, my face feels much nicer, and I don't get that burning sensation as much after I get done shaving. I also went out and was looking for some new soaps, and again, I went down the inexpensive, more affordable way. My wife said I was crazy for purchasing this. She couldn't understand, but I went ahead and did it. And the RazoRock tobacco. Now, it does not smell like tobacco. It's got an earthy smell to it, very rustic. And once I purchased it and my wife smelled it, it's nothing like you would think it is. But I think I paid $5 for this. So again, and I've used this, and it's a good soap. But again, I used it with this older brush that I have compared to the synthetic brush. And again, totally different. And then what I did was I also reached out a little bit more, and I got the Aftershave Balm, which I talked about in my last video, that I like the Aftershave Balms versus splashing high alcohol splashes on my face afterwards. And I ended up getting the Green Tobacco Z Peppino from RazoRock. And again, the smell is very similar. It's very similar to the tobacco. And then I'm going to finish up here at the end. Now again, I like the shaving balms on my face afterwards, but I do like to add a nice scent. So I look at the aftershave colognes or just colognes. So when I'm done, I'm going to go old school. Get ready. Aqua Velva. I've used this, as you could see, many times. I don't put it on my face. I put it on the back of my neck, a little bit of my hair, just to give me a scent at the end. So with that being said, I've already taken a shower. My face is all clean. It's all scrubbed down, so I just want to get it wet, and I'm going to get started here. Excuse me, get my water down here. You know, as I mentioned, you know, I am a real estate broker. I live in the suburbs just outside of Chicago, and I've been in the business 26 years. And this is something that I really enjoy with this wet shaving versus rushing around in the morning. You know, with these throwaway razors, I can actually go an extra day or so without shaving. And when we do get the shaves, it is really, really smooth. So obviously in my industry, like a lot of your other industries, you know, appearance is important. So yeah, 26 years I've been in the business. The other thing I like about these synthetic brushes is you don't have to soak them as long. You just get them wet. After maybe 15, 20 seconds, give it a couple of shakes, and off you go. And also the Cub fans are going a little crazy today. They had that game last night with the Brewers, and they ended up losing it, I think 5-4. And I'm not sure, but I think because St. Louis lost, I think it still gave the Cubs, it clinched their division. I like the Cubs. I'm more of a Sox fan, but I'm not saying anything bad. I'm glad the Cubs are doing well. And I think this could be the year they could do it. Well, here we go. What a difference. How soft this is. And you can see immediately the lather that it builds up. Now I'm on day 3. I'm on day 3 here since I've shaved. And I can't go much more than that. And oh, I forgot the razor. Excuse my back. This is the first razor I got, which is the Merkur 34C. I got a brand new Astra blade I just put in it. And these Astra blades I gotta be a little careful with. When I first started shaving, I was pushing a little too hard. And I had a few cuts. And the first thing I learned is just to let the razor do the work. Because if you push too hard, you're going to get that burning sensation. And I get pretty lucky because I only need like 2 passes. If I really want to go all out, I could do 3 passes, but honestly, I don't feel a difference between a second pass and a third pass. I really don't. Okay, let me rinse off. I get a little messy, as you can see. Second pass. So yeah, going back to the Cubs, talk a little bit more about the Cubs. Like I said, I enjoy watching the Cubs. I'm more of a Sox fan. I don't get all tied up in all the hoopla, you know, and the talking down of the Cubs. You know, but professional sports in general, you know, I've unfortunately kind of fallen away from a lot of it. Mainly basketball and football. I'm just having a hard time watching these guys today. It's just like they're not playing for the fans anymore. It's all about the money to these guys. But I will tell you, these guys playing with the Cubs this year really seem to be all out for making an enjoyment for the fans. And for that alone, I'm happy to watch these guys. They don't seem like they have big egos, and which is another reason why I really hope these guys do well this year. I'd love to say that in my lifetime I've seen the Sox win a championship and the Cubs. I'd like to be able to say that. See, that is very smooth. Now, in the last video, I also put in there about, you know, my sensitive skin. My face is sensitive, but my neck is where I really have the problems. And many of you guys with the more experience in the shaving, if you got a way for me to get around that, I'd love to see your opinions. Okay. That is, I don't feel any hair anywhere. No stubble. And maybe a little bit down here on my neck. Again, very sensitive on my neck. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we're all good. Okay, let me rinse off here. Excuse the sound of the water. I'll be right back here. Now again, after I get done doing this, I like to splash off with some cold water to help close up the pores. And I've also found that it helps with the couple, you know, little cuts that you might have. I watch a lot of your videos and I don't understand how you guys can shave and not get water on your shirt, because I get soaking wet by the time I get done shaving. Okay, and like I said, I'm going with the Peppino Aftershave Balm, Artisan, green tobacco. It's got a nice little smell to it. Very earthy, rustic. And the big thing is, it's very affordable. Gives you a nice feeling after a shave. It just helps to rehydrate, re-moisturize your face. And that feels good. And then, like I said, we're going old school. Old school with the Aqua Velva. Aqua Velva Musk Aftershave Cologne. Put this on the back of my neck. There's a high alcohol count. So I put that on, give me a nice little scent. It doesn't last long, but it'll get me into the afternoon. And I'll finish cleaning up here. And everyone, I appreciate you watching my video. And hopefully I'll be doing some more. And you guys all make it a great day.